Hi, sixth graders. This is our last video and last concept for Unit 6, multiplying and dividing integers. Here we go. Multiplying integers. Remember that multiplication is the same as repeated addition. So if we have 4 times negative 3, because remember a number outside of parentheses means multiplication. 4 times negative 3 is the same as negative 3 plus negative 3 plus negative 3 plus negative 3, because there it is 4 times, which we know now that we're masters in adding integers is negative 12. So, and we can see on the number line, we went negative 3 plus negative 3 plus negative 3 plus negative 3. So if we are multiplying a negative number by however many positives, it is going to be basically that number, that the product as negative. So multiplying integers with different signs. So you want to write this. The product of two integers with different signs, highlight different signs, is negative. 6 times negative 4, same thing. Negative 4 plus 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 negative 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4 times 6 is 24, and then it would be negative 24. So a negative times a positive is negative. Let's practice. 3 times negative 5. So I do 3 times 5 is 15, and then I make it negative. Negative 6 times 8. 6 times 8 is 48. Make it negative. So multiplying integers with different signs equals negative. You try these. 9 times negative 2 is negative 18. Negative 7 times 4 would be negative 28. If we have multiplying integers with the same signs, so same signs, the answer is positive. Negative 11 times negative 9, because basically it's 11 times negative 9, and then the opposite, which is going to be 99. Because if it's positive, I maybe confused you. We know that 11 of negative 9s would be negative 99, but then we're making it positive, so that's how we get positive 99. So 2 negatives is positive. Find negative 4 to the second power. So negative 4 squared is the same as negative 4 times negative 4, which is positive 16. Negative 3 times negative 4 is going to be positive 12, but then I still have times negative 2, and now we have different signs, which remember is going to be negative. So this one, we end up with negative 24. Do these 3 on your own super fast. Negative 12 times negative 5. So I know 12 times 5 is 60, and it stays positive, so 60. Negative 5 to the second power. Negative 5 times negative 5, we get positive 25. And then negative 7 times negative 5 is positive 35. Times negative 3 would be 35 times 2 is 70, plus 35 more would be 105, and then I have a positive and a negative, so it would be negative 105. Same rules for dividing integers. Dividing integers with different signs is going to be negative. And we can see, just as a little explanation, 12 divided by 2 we know is 6. But then if I look down here, if I have negative 12 and I divide them into groups of 2, so if I have 12 negatives, I divide them into groups of 2. Now I have negative 6 6 groups of negatives, so that's why it's going to be negative. So different signs again is negative, and then same signs is going to be positive. So same rules for multiplying and dividing integers. Dividing integers with different signs, which we just said is negative. So 80 divided by negative 10, I know 80 divided by 10 is 8, and then I make it negative. Negative 55 divided by 11 is negative 5. 20 divided by negative 4, so I do 20 divided by 4, which is 5, and then I make it negative. This means division. This fraction bar, or this line between, means division. So 81 divided by 9 is 9, and I have a negative and a positive, so my answer is going to be negative. 45 divided by 9 is 5. They're different signs, so they're negative, or it's negative. Dividing integers with the same signs. So same as multiplying. Dividing integers with the same sign equals a positive. So negative 14, right here, divided by negative 7. 14 divided by 7 is 2, and then we keep it positive. Here, 24 divided by 4 is 6. They're both negative, so it's positive. 9 divided by 3 is 3, and since they're both negative, we keep it 3. And when I say, like how I'm saying 28 divided by 7, I'm just dropping the signs for now. So 28 divided by 7 in my head is 4, but then I know that since they're both negative, that's why it stays 4. Evaluate expressions. So evaluate P, Q, R. If P is negative 3, Q is 4, and R is negative 1. So I'm going to write this out before I even try to do this in my head. Negative 3. I'm going to use parentheses between all my numbers to separate my positives and negatives. Negative 3 times 4 times negative 1. So first I'm going to just do my first two. Negative 3 times 4 is negative 12, because they're different signs, so different signs means negative, times negative 1. Now I have the same signs, so 12 times 1 is 12. Same signs is positive. Negative 16 divided by x, if x equals negative 4. Negative 16 divided by negative 4. Same signs is positive, so negative 16 divided by negative 4 would be 4. Do these on your own. X, Y, Z. X equals negative 7, Y is negative 4, Z is 2. Negative 7 times negative 4 times 2. Negative 7 times negative 4 is 28 times 2. So 28 times 2, the way that I can do this in my head, 30 times 2 is 60, and then I go back 2, that would be 29 times 2, and then back 2 more would be 56. A divided by B. So A is negative 9, B is negative 3. Negative 9 divided by negative 3. 9 divided by 3 is 3. Same signs is positive. So the most important thing for multiplying and dividing integers. If you wrote this down, great. You might want to write it down again. If you did not write it down, write it down. Same signs equals positive. Different signs equals negative. This is what I'm going to be looking for when I check your notes, is that you have this down circled, highlighted, squared, whatever, so that it stands out to you in your notes. This is for when you have two integers, by the way. When you have 3 or more, you have to break it down. Same signs positive, different signs negative. Awesome. All right, we will see you tomorrow.